And I thought I was actually struggling with a thought that shall I record, shall I not record? Because these are the usual moments that I spent while having midnight prayer. But then I decided to do this because um, I felt that somewhere or the other, you know, somewhere or the other in this world, some people may relate to this life, or some may be sailing in the same ocean as I am. And you may be not able to fall asleep, or you may be waking up in middle of the night, or maybe early morning. So do I. And as for me, having, you know, um, four rescued dogs, times one after the other, they sometimes wake me up if they want to go pee outside, and if they usually wake me up. So I have, I don't have a, I don't have, if I should say that, sleep without breaks. So, but I'm thankful to God because I have seen a slight change, not slight, a lot change in my 37 years of life. 37 years, yes. So far, whenever from my childhood, I think there were a lot of worries, there were a lot of challenges and struggles, but God has brought me wonderfully out of all and still leading. So, out of all these years, I have noticed that whenever I used to be awake in the middle of the night, I used to either be looking outside the window, or I used to wake up and only worry. And even if I am, let's say, if I am even, praying, my prayers were filled with worries. And you can say 36 years, I mean 37 years, still till last month, I should say, whenever my eyes open in middle of the night, or whenever I wake up early in the morning, I used to be worried for a lot of things, and so this is a very big change, I should say, that has come in me, is that now, from this month onwards, very firmly, very regularly, I've started praising God. I don't find myself worrying a lot, and whenever I wake up, I'm only praising, I'm thanking God. God, you helped us to be safe. Thank you so much for all the electrical items in the house. Thank you so much for giving us protection. Thank you so much for everything. And just today, I was having this thought, and I was praying to God, and I don't know, I might sound a little insane or crazy, but I usually talk in middle of the night with God, and my prayers are that, heal the world. And especially, I know that God did not create the world with the intention of, letting it harm. And I just feel that God has created this world with the intention of peace, and that's why the Garden of Eden was created with beautiful intention of peace, where animals and humans lived peacefully, and God allowed the plant-based diet. So I was just talking to God right now, and this is my conversation with God usually, and I pray that, God, I am hoping for that Garden of Eden to be back. And I feel that there will be many people who are suffering right now, who may not be able to come out of anxiety, who may not be able to come out of depression. And it's not only about me, because I have learned gradually. It did not happen within a second, that I have learned praising God in middle of the night, or thanking God in the situations which, even when we are in tough times. But I know that there are people who are still struggling with this thing, and they fall into anxiety, depression. They are worried about their next day jobs, the next day, the finances, or next day what will happen next, the children, their children, or any relationships, whatever. But I found myself praying to God, and I found that, when praising God, thanking God matters a lot and brings positive changes, and it actually improves your faith in God. So this is how I am just talking to God, and I talk to God and I pray that, God, you you are great, you're awesome, and uh, I know that I can trust you. But there are times when, the devil tries to devil tries to uh, put down that faith and take us away from you. But one thing I know, Lord, that you loved your creation very much, and one of your creations was Lucifer, and he was your favorite angel. And I don't know, but I sometimes feel that I just wish that he could have asked forgiveness and the fallen angels. And I know that this may not be possible, but you're the author of everything. And I just wish that, the Garden of Eden returns back and nobody suffers in hell. um, I wish that this could happen. It's not that me being saved matters, but it's about how wonderful it will be that nobody will suffer, nobody will be part of hell. So nice feeling that will be. And I just pray, God, that I wonder that, sometimes you say, sometimes it's said that, devil is the root of all evil. But then where did that pride come in Lucifer? And if Lucifer was the root of all evil, then where did that pride come in him? From where? These are some unanswered questions, but I know that these answers only you have. But all I say sometimes is the struggle of human beings between God, between devil, and all we do is, try to connect with different people, try to connect, go here and there. But Father, I know that, you know all the answers, and you're the director. You know in the movie who is the villain, who is the hero. You have placed everyone, you have given a particular role. And even if a villain is given a role, it's for a reason. And I I understand, Father, that that hero plays a very important role. But at the same time, if villain wasn't there, then how will the hero become hero? These are some silly questions that I have in mind, but I just am trying to put everything together and um, just relate, and thank you for your direction that you have given. But at the same time, I just feel that what if everybody is going to be happy, and at the end there's no sad ending? And what if no evil will prevail, nobody will suffer? I think it's possible. It's possible only because of you. And some of I don't know who will join with me today, but I just pray this in the midnight that we need the healing in this world. And we need that better world where uh, even our pets, even our loved ones, where we all get together, and where nobody will suffer anymore, and we will praise together. But there's a lot of things, a lot of phases to cross. And just praying that, God, uh, you will take care of all these concerns that we have in mind. And if somebody, even if one person, if they connect with me better, probably they will join maybe someday, not now. But if they're awake in middle of the night, maybe we will all join together to pray to you. And I have the sincere prayer that, whoever may be suffering with this kind of thoughts or these kind of questions, you will give us the right understanding, and you will help us mm, with what we require, mm, as per our understanding. Sometimes we may go beyond, but Father, just give us wisdom and knowledge to not question what is not within our understanding level, but help us to continue to be positive. And even though we don't see sometimes in signs, but help us to trust you more and more. And there are people who might be going through traumas. There are animals who might be going through traumas. They might not have proper place to sleep, Father, and you please help them. And there will be people who must have gone through certain traumas which they cannot forget. And I remember one of mine, and where I felt that, why did God allow that? Why did you allow that? But then I felt that that happened with a purpose, for a purpose. And I pray for that man who is put in the, prison right now, and I pray that he realizes your love. He comes to know you, because that moment I could not talk to their family and all, because I was into a trauma. But Father, I know that you have forgiven, you have healed me as well. But at the same time, I feel there may be many of people who are facing more than me. They've gone through more than the traumas that what I have faced. And I'm praying for all, including all creatures, like even in human beings or animals. Father, you heal them, help them understand the purpose that you have, and help us to trust you, Lord Father. And thank you so much. Thank you so much that you are there. You are there always beside. You are always there to guide. You are always there to show that you are doing miracles and you are not going to stop. And all unanswered questions are going to be answered someday. And mm, yes, um, yes, resist the devil, resist the devil, devil flee from here, devil flee from here. We keep saying that, but Father, there has to be a there has to be a proper reasoning, there has to be a proper thing behind this, that even if you're praying for all evil to be gone away from us, uh, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of our life? What is the purpose of us praying to heal the world? That means the the one behind the evil force also is created by you. And he being your favorite one, is there any chance, is there any chance that he can be turned, he can ask forgiveness, or he can change someday, so that there'll be no evil at all, and everybody will live in peace. Um, and I know that you're listening, and I'm just recording this is just so that maybe I can refer back, or maybe some people in the world, maybe one or two people might relate to this life. And even if I may fumble, or I may not be very perfect in putting my words together, but um, you'll speak to those people in a right manner, and maybe we will join together whenever, wherever they are, and they wake up in middle of the night, they will pray this prayer with me, for healing the world, for the hope that we are going to have, the hope that we are looking forward for. And this is what I'm looking forward for, Lord, that the Garden of Eden to return back. This is only my hope, that when I am looking forward to eternal life, where you've also mentioned that lion, wolf, all will be sitting together in front of each other and without harming each other. So I'm also looking forward that I wish that our pets also will be with us, and we all will live happily. And I just wish one more thing, that I wish that the whole world turns vegan, or maybe we can become plant, or we can go on plant-based diet. And some might find, some might not like me for praying this, but I know it's possible, because I feel fresh when I quit non-veg, Lord. So I know that this is possible. I know I feel much better when I am progressing towards vegan diet. I have become vegetarian, but I know, Father, that you can bring that change. And if you can change my heart, I know that this world can go towards peace without harming or torturing any animals or any beings. And we can go back to that Garden of Eden again, where we could go back to the plant-based diet, and mm, we walk with you in love and peace. How wonderful that will be. There'll be no more tears, there'll be no more worries, there will be no one who will be facing any accidents. I'm also thankful to you, I'm also thankful to you that this house is safe, and there are a lot of airplanes go by, because there's airport nearby. And but still you have kept us safe. And there are people who must have suffered accidents, in airplane crashes. Why is that happening? And there's so many questions again unanswered. But again, Father, I know that you have a purpose. You have a purpose behind every happening that you allow. Every evil and every good happens to you. So still trusting you, but yes, weak. There is a weaker side, and I'm sure that that weaker side is there because your glory can be seen, and in my weakness, your strength can be seen, and your miracles can be testified one day. So I know that I can trust you, and I just wish that many of us join together in this midnight prayer, praising you, thanking you, and hoping for that better and bright future. And that's something that I'm looking forward for, Lord. And mm, that's that's something that I can really trust and pray that God, you are going to do miracles. You are going to do miracles, Father. And I don't know who is listening to this, but I have made it as in talking directly to God, and also made in certain way that when some of you may listen to this and might relate to this, and might get to know the circumstances, and then pray according to what I am also trying to convey to God. And of course, God understands. But when we join together, when we come together, like minded people, when we come together and pray, you know, of course, it is for God, it does not take seconds to change the world. It does not take God seconds to, seconds to just bring the healing. But again, and He has plotted everything, then He will definitely want us to be united together and pray, come together and pray to God, and ask Him, seek Him, and then definitely He'll be working on it in a much better pace or a speed. So, yes, this is something that I usually end up praying, thanking God, praising God in middle of the night for safety, for healing the world, and again bringing back the peace that the Garden of Eden had once. And it is so true that this peace which comes from the Lord is different, and which no one can give on this world, on this earth. And this world is just a passing by place for us, whatever it is. But um, just trusting and praying that through these small miracles, Father, what you have done, you will definitely, you have the potential to do bigger miracles as well. So thank you so much once again. Thank you so much for this hope that you have given. Whether anybody watches or doesn't watch, you know the sincere intentions, whether the words are gone wrong, but you know the pure intentions and sincerity that this prayer is made with. So I pray that those of people who will be joining, maybe, or who are awake and who will also join in prayer like this, Father, protect them, keep them safe, and help them also understand your plans and purpose. And also help answer our prayers when we get together to bring to your concerns again. Thank you once again for everything. Amen.